I found a 4 hours video of gameplay from the closed beta test 2, early access, I believe, and we're going to go through the most important parts, all the new information that we have. We're going just to compare how it's going to look like, and so on and so forth, because 4 hours video, I mean, it's strong, but I will try to provide it in 15, 20, we'll see at the end how long it's going to be, so let's begin. Also, if you're going to enjoy, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and join my Discord server, because I'm going to cover Arknights Endfield a lot, and you're able to stay updated if you're going to join. The link is going to be in the pinned comment. Now to the main topic of this video. So first of all, we're starting with Talos II, and obviously we can see what kind of menu here is going to be provided, as well as we're going to see the way how changing of your characters is going to work. Like here you have a special room in which you are able to enter and change the gender of your character, of your main character administrator, and there's going to be a 24 hours cooldown, so once per 24 hours you're able to change the gender. Depends on your preferences, I guess, so yeah, why not. And overall you can see that the life on Talos II is actually thriving. There are a lot of characters walking around, you're able to interact with them. Some people are standing on the production lines, so they're going to support you with certain resources. With certain operators you're able to interact once again, and they're going to provide you certain presents, so like different benefits, I guess, is going to be on a daily basis. And also with the characters to which you have access, you will be able to provide gifts to them, means increase the trust level. This is going to improve their working abilities, production on lines, I guess this is the case specifically here. Overall it's looking gorgeous. You can see the spaceship, you can see the space, you can see the planet. This is looking just freaking insane. Here is also going to be like a center in which you're able to allocate your characters for production lines, and again receive yourself certain rewards, certain materials, resources, and so on and so forth. And in the main hall you will be able to show off with your achievements, different, I don't know, sculptures or bikes or whatever is going to be the case. You're able to place down there, so other players, I assume they will be able to see it as well. Why not? Cool feature, yep. And there are also going to be different events with login rewards, so during the CBT2 we'll be able to get ourselves different materials to try out different stuff. This is cool. And here the main character is presenting different operators that are available during the second CBT. Well, about operators I have separate videos, so if you're interested just check this out, you're welcome. Here are actually the maps with available regions, I guess. This is the Valley 4 and here is the Wuling, the new regions, which are going to be provided during the second CBT as well. And on your ship there is going to be a growth chamber in which you will be able to raise certain plants. These are going to be like materials, I guess, required for crafting of some type of gears maybe, or something kind of healing tincture, something like that. I'm not sure about it. I guess this is going to be the case. And you will be able to even chat with your operators. Nice. And from your ship you're able to teleport to different regions, to some posts of fast travel. So now here it starts a little bit of gameplay, and this is like the introduction, the very beginning of the game, where you're going to meet for the first time the combat system, how it's going to work. Like this is like going to be a tutorial we saw already in the trailer by officials provided from Hypogriff itself, so there is nothing new here. And with the story they tried to make it more live, with different cool animations, with interactions of characters, with some meaningful dialogues, some worrying moments, and make the characters live, just, you know, to make it sense. And they're trying to make them anticipated, I guess. That's the case. Why not? When the story is interesting when you're enjoying it and you're starting to love characters that are presented in this story. This is a cool aspect of the game. I mean, maybe from the point of view of a gameplay it's not the most important, but for me it actually matters quite a bit. And overall, as you can see, it's really looking just like a pure cinema. Magnificent. Crazy. Amazing. Yeah, that's cool. And obviously you're going to start with more simple missions, with fewer characters, with them being low leveled, some tutorials, some explanations, educational process in terms of combat system, how it's going to work, like also providing some story line and maybe explanation of the actual situation and what's going on there. And the game is going to introduce you different mechanics which are going to be presented there in terms of growth, in terms of production, and so on and so forth, the gathering of different materials and the crafting system in general. So everything should be explained in pretty much detail, so I guess majority of players, or maybe even everyone, will have an understanding how these all production lines and processes are actually working in this game without a lot of issues. And maybe this is not something new, but all over the place there are going to be teleprotocol points in which you are able to manage different materials and resources. This is going to be like management of your storage, and also you will be able to rest there, recover HP, and bring back to life, let's say, operators which you are going to lose during combats, for example. So here is going to be a little bit of introduction in terms of building system on this game, where you will be able to start shaping the environment around yourself in a way as you can see it, as you want it to be for yourself, the different zip lines and so on and so forth for faster traveling. So yeah, kind of building and shaping the world around you. And as we started with the building, the game is going to also introduce you into a factory system. At a certain point you will be able to mine resources, you will be able to farm them passively, let's say, and for each region there are going to be different unique resources, different unique materials which you will be able to mine, to farm for yourself, and based on it get yourself different gears. And over the time the factory system is going to become more and more complex, but the game is going to guide you through all of these processes. And if you're not that interested in development of your factory, there are going to be provided blueprints which people will be able to use based on other players who are more into it and have a better understanding, so there are going to be options. There is also going to be a shop in which you will be able to buy certain weapons. The amount of weapons presented there is going to be limited, and it's not going to be like the most OP or broken type of weapons. It's probably going to be some 4 stars, maybe sometimes some kind of 5-star weapons, but in most of the cases you're going to kind of do the gacha for getting yourself different weapons. And again, for the weapons that are presented in this game, I have a separate video, so if you want to know more about it and have a better understanding, feel free to check this out. And this is how the introduction into a boss fight is going to look like. Yeah, they did a crazy work in terms of the cutscenes, animations, and making it engaging, I guess. Not bad, not bad. I mean, yeah, looking cool. I have a feeling that some devices are going to be cooked. Absolutely. Here is going to be an introduction into a new region, which is Wuling, and it's related to the story as well, so you're going to unlock everything, you're going to discover it, the game is going to guide you. Everything is going to be provided by this game. A little bit a moment of aura farming, I mean, why not? Looking pretty much impressive, not gonna lie. Pure cinema. This is just looking insane. Go away. So overall with the video, I believe that's pretty much it. The huge focus was on introduction into different systems of the game, how they are working. They paid a lot of attention to provide appropriate tutorials to different mechanics of this game, and also they had, I have a feeling, a huge focus on the storytelling, the way how they're presenting characters, their interactions, cutscenes. They tried to make it, you know, really engaging, entertaining, kinda worrying in certain aspects, make it live. They paid a lot of attention to the story. There is a lot of storytelling in this game, and I believe really, you know, take your time and enjoy what this game is going to provide to you in terms of story, in terms of education, in terms of different mechanics. This is going to be important. I mean, it's looking huge. They did a huge job. It's a great work, quite honestly. And I mean, maybe not all the parts of this game are going to be interesting for everyone, but at least I can tell you, like, you should give it a try for sure. They're paying attention to different, you know, small aspects. They're working on improvement of different huge parts. What the hell is this going on here? Jesus. Oh my god. I didn't expect that. Anyways, yeah, these are like the impressions and overview of the closed beta test. Second iteration was going to be presented there. Hope you enjoyed this video, find this interesting, maybe helpful. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next one. Take care.